cut that out. Good morning. Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope everyone's weekend's going good. Um, it is a very kickback Sunday. Everyone's still asleep in this house. It's like we all just got the sleep in bug. I just had to put on the heater downstairs because I didn't know my youngest was crashed out on the couch. I know he was watching like a marathon. If his favorite anime is, I guess he just fell asleep. So I had to make sure that he was warmed up. He's like covered head and just you can see his little toes out. So I was like, oh yeah, that's Ken. Um, so yeah, just a chill morning. Yesterday I was in my workroom for a little bit. I was working on the Dreamer pack. We're going to be doing that in Patreon, and I was trying to work on some modifications on it. I'm still trying to see if I'm going to do another one. I'm trying to really perfect this one modification that I may or may not be able to put in there, but I did add a lot that I think that Patreon will like, and it came out really cute. So I have where it's some rainbow fabric and then it is recycled jeans. I have like a pack of Levi jeans that I collect all the time. And I try to get Levi jeans that are extremely vintage, not like 1990s vintage. I'm talking about like 40s and 50s. Something happened in the 90s and 2000 where they start adding spandex to it, so there's some stretch. So I try to look for like coveralls or overalls or vintage jeans that have no stretch whatsoever. So I make my straps a little bit different than what is in the pattern. So that's going to be like one modification I'm going to show them that I have. It's going to be a little bit challenging because as you can see, there's not a lot of room between the strap and where the back is. So we're going to have a little bit of just breathe, moving, shifting things out of the way, but it's going to work. And they're slightly padded with a little bit of foam, but you can do it with this one I didn't do a foam. I did it with wadding or quilting cotton, just a very little bit, but they are super comfortable to wear. I'm not a big fan, like I said, of having just like straps like this over your shoulders. I don't like bra straps, let alone having webbing over it. So um we have that. And then what's crazy is I decided to use Wizardry Stitchery's Serene Sky, and it's really hard to see, but you can see the light pastel variants. And I did 2 rows of that. It is so gorgeous. It's beautiful in person. It's not very, you can't see it a lot on camera, but in person it's great. And then I did little denim loops, and I had denim zipper tape that I've had for like 4 years, waiting for the perfect project. And there's some modifications on the inside I can't show you guys because I don't want to show what I'm going to teach to the public because it's special for Patreon. But I have some really cool details because there's so much real estate in the Dreamer pack. If you have the pack, you know that there's not any inside pockets and things like that because it's very, very deep. So like if you open it up, you have to go kind of over and under kind of scenario. And I figured out some cool things for it. Yeah, you cut your straps half-inch narrow, but this one is a little going to be different. I made already one like that, and I had my kids and other people try it out, and they love. The reason why I always do my straps like this, everybody likes how wide they are. They're gender neutral, no matter if you're you feel more masculine or more feminine or somewhere in between. They feel very comfortable on you, and if it's a very comfortable strap. So I'm going to teach them how to do that. And it's once they see how they do it, I guarantee you're going to see a lot more backpacks with these straps around. It's very easy to do, and it looks more complicated on the bag than what it actually is. So I'm really excited to teach them that. And there's like 2 other modifications inside the bag that I haven't seen anybody else do. One of them being a little bit more easier than the other, but I feel like the modifications will be able to help them. And again, they could translate it to other tote bags or other bags, period. And I think it will truly help them. Yes, true denim is the best. You're absolutely right. So, yeah, I totally get that. I cut your half-inch straps to get narrower. But these are the reason why I have them like that is exactly like this. It's very achievable. There is you can the binding goes at the max 3/8 of an inch. I did it with two different bags on two different machines, one for my straight stitch and one for my thing. It's very achievable. It's just that's why we leave ours. I'll give you tips and tricks when we get to that point, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, that's it." Chanel has made it seem harder than what it is. It's harder because I understand when people sometimes see something, they get a mental roadblock thinking they can't get do it, and that's why I'm here for to say, no, you can do it. Anything I can do, you could do better. Good morning. So I cannot wait to show you guys on Patreon this how to do the hack, how to make these straps. And it's really cute. I like the way it came out and just different things. With this bag, I wanted it to feel really organic. So with the denim and the the rainbow clouds, this up here is all leather too. And it's just I just wanted it to feel like really organic. Just no vinyl, just everything mostly just made with organic materials. It came out really sweet. I love the denim. I haven't made denim on denim straps before, but I'm feeling those. I kind of want to make some more. Um, so mostly today I'm going to be doing a little bit of cleaning and kind of still like relaxing my voice. If my voice sounds like it's like the synthesizer computerized, my voice is still going in and out. So it sounds weird. Oh, thank you, Liz. So I'm doing so what today I'm gonna do is I'm cleaning out my room and I want to sew one other project, but I also know I'm trying to get back into the habit of having just like a day of rest. I believe there needs to be like a balance. And the one thing I wanted to do in the New Year's is make sure that I had one day of resting, even though I know I have a million things I have to do because I have conventions, I have like different things I have to attend to this year, and I need to be on top of it. So you love 12-ounce denim for a bag. That's yes. So let's see. Good morning. Yes, I love repurposing if we can do it. And I think that it actually helps. I mean, my kids have denim, my parents, whenever they're about to throw something away or anyone to throw something away, I usually try to collect the material because again, fabric is the most wasteful thing in the landfills and we have to learn how to recycle and reuse, harvest old bags, do whatever for hardware, and it's a good way. So, let me see. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. So yeah, that it's a good way. And I think are a lot of people want to do it, they just don't know how to do it. And I will there's a lot of things you can do to keep harvest and use things. I have like a whole pile of just harvesting things. But I do like it. And then I found these cute little pools that I totally found in my thing that have the rainbow, and then it has the rainbow in the background too. So I thought it was cute. And I think this is the Wolf and Rabbit they usually have like organic cotton lycra and like just mostly stretch, but it's always cotton. They for a short period of time they ran, I think it was in 2019 or 2020, they ran poplin, and this is the poplin, and this is like my favorite rainbow because not only is it on denim, but there's clouds of rain, and I figure if I was going to be a rainbow, I'll be a rainy rainbow. So I'm glad finally got to use it. I've used it in a different bag, but this is cute. So I might sew, but I think I might just hang out with my family and rest because next week is like a whirlwind of different things that are happening. I'm really excited about it. Tomorrow I'm going to be there's a new bag coming out and I'm going to be testing it and making it, and I'm so going to put my all into it. So the only thing if I do go in my workroom would be to cut it out because I am the slowest person when it comes down to cutting out a pattern. I'm very meticulous about prepping because that's how I think I sew fast. I know people say I sew fast all the time. It's because of the prep work. If everything's prepped right, it's a breeze to sew through it. So I might do that today. I'm not too sure. I know I need to put away some zipper tape and some hardware pulls into their respective drawers, and that's it. That's all I have today. Um, and drink more tea. See. Oh, yeah, congratulations for people who made New Year's resolution. You passed the quit day. If you're continuously doing your resolution, you pass the National Quit Day, and that means that in a couple more days, when it hits the 17th, it's now becoming a habit. Just so you know. National Quit Day is the second Friday of each January. And then the national day where something becomes your habit is the 17th of each January. So just something to think of. I know if you were on Facebook on Friday, I think Sherry went live and Saks Sew Bag Expo, and she was explaining about the VIP tickets and class setups and stuff like that for the California expo that's going to be happening in September 11th. You definitely check out there. And I think, did you guys hear that Lauren's Summit tickets sold out like less than 12 hours? That is freaking amazing. And it's pretty exciting that you see that the sewing community is so happy to like go to these events and like meet each other, do things together. It just shows how strong our community is, and it makes me so happy. Yeah, it's to rejuvenate your bodies. Yeah, thank you, Julie. You're making some hoodies for your new is your new habit. I bet you're gonna make some cute stuff. Watched your when you were making that hoodie last time. You do it really quite well with ease. Like you could see your confidence with it. It's amazing. Like I was like, man, she really knows her stuff. Good morning, Arnetta. I know the summit I was so excited for because there's so many cool classes. And you know what class I would want to take immediately is there is, I believe, Brittany Nicole's daughter is teaching a class. And I thought, I was like, this is what our community needs to do. We need to rise the next community into our system and allow them to have a voice in the sewing community. So the sewing world keeps going. And I think this is the cutest little thing I've ever seen. I'll be like, "Oh my god, I wanna go. I'm gonna tip her." Like, I don't know, I would bring a kid just because. I think that is the cutest little thing. Um, I don't know, I like all the classes I've seen so far on there. I'm not attending my, because I have the convention that same month, and there's just I think it's, like, the week before or the week after, and it was just cutting it too close to, like, when I have the convention, and if you guys been watching the channel long enough, you guys know whenever I have a convention, I'm, like, kinda dead to the world for, like, a week after. Um, so I have that, and then my classes go on sale on February 20th for May. It's my classes are during Memorial Day weekend, so I'm hoping that's a plus because a lot of people have Monday off so they can go to Saturday and Sunday, fly back home and just, like, rest and not have to worry about work. But I'm really excited about our class. There's a lot of fun things that we're doing that I've I haven't seen so far, um, at for our retreat, and I think it's gonna be fun, and especially if we can, like, conquer it, I'm gonna be excited. Yeah, total plus, right? You can fly back home and you're like, "Oh, yeah, no work." So, I'm really excited about it. I've been working with Lauren, and I've been bouncing ideas off of her, and one of the things I like about Lauren is she's positive and upbeat no matter if she's for or not against the idea. She kinda just, like, reflects it back to make you self-think about it, but the ideas I've been bouncing off of her, she has really liked, and I think we're doing something that hasn't been done at her retreat before in 2 different aspects, and I am really excited 'cause, as soon as my name was announced and as soon as something happened in the fabric not the fabric world, in the pattern world, I knew exactly what I wanted to do, and I'm excited. I have the all clear, and on February 10th, you guys will get to hear more about it. Just stay tuned and make sure you watch because this is going to be exciting. I'm not just saying that because it's my class. I'm saying if somebody else was doing this, I would join just because I haven't seen anybody do this in the retreat classes before. Um, so I'm excited about that, and I'm actually really thrilled to go back. I had so much fun. First of all, the food, okay? The food was amazing. I don't every place that we went to eat all together, I was like, "What? This is amazing." Second of all, the community, like, I had so much fun hanging out with everyone. Like, there was not anyone I was like, "Okay, I don't wanna hang out with anyone." Everyone was awesome, and then, I feel the only thing I have any regret about going to, Lauren's studio is bring a check-in bag, okay? Don't be like me and say you can fit everything in your carry-on, you're not. Because not only do you have all of Lauren's studio, if you watched Lauren long enough, she used to have a place that she goes to a lot for vinyl and stuff. So, like, Diane, me, and Julie, we go in there. We think it's all Tula Pink. We go into the second room, it's upholstery. Holy smokes, there's vinyls for, like, $15, like, a full yard, and I still to this day regret that I didn't get that bumblebee embroidered lace that had three-dimensional bumblebee. I, to this day, regret that, and I'm like, "Okay, if I go back, please, please, please have that." I'm gonna get, like, 2 yards 'cause I all I keep thinking of is this Bridgerton bag, and this lace would be amazing on it. I should have run a bag that I could check in. So if you go to any of these events, whether you're going to the summit or you're going to all the amazing designers that are going to be teaching, our teachers that are teaching, bring a check-in bag. They're just for Lauren's alone. And then there's a lot of different little sewing shops and things like that. Bring a check-in bag. That is my best suggestion because you're gonna regret it if you don't. Okay, I thought I could ship things home too. I don't know why I didn't, but, like, I think it's because you get so caught up in the class and having fun, and then after the class, you all wanna eat together and hang out, and by the time that's done, you're like, "I'm gonna fall asleep face first in the bed." Um, you just I don't know why I didn't think of it. I regret not getting that fabric to this day. And Julie knows exactly what fabric I'm probably talking about. "Hey, Jaden. Oh, you're up early, early." Oh my god, Texas Roadhouse was everything. That was my first time going to that one. I was like, "I've never been there." Best steak I've ever had in my life. Oh my god, the Korean barbecue. Like, Byung was like, "Let's go to a Korean barbecue." So we all go, and that was quite an experience. Like, she likes to go to different ones whenever she goes to another state, country, or whatever to see what they're like, and I just love people that like to try new stuff because I'm always down. Like, I'm one of those people that if I go to McDonald's, I wanna try something different each time. If I go to, Olive Garden, I wanna try something each time different. If I go to a restaurant, I wanna try something different each time because I don't know if I don't like something unless I try it. That's my motto. And so when someone's telling me, "Let's go to somewhere new," I'm like, "Yeah, I'm down for it." Like, I'm very easy to please when it comes down to food. I just need to eat, right? We had a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and if you get to go to, Lawrence for, just any teacher, they cater lunch. I don't it's not for the summit. I don't know what's going on for the summit, so let me reiterate that. That is not for the summit. But, like, if you're going to a class in February, March, I'm sorry, March, my class in May, or and so on and so forth, they cater lunches and stuff, and it's pretty cool because she was like, "What lunches do you wanna cater?" And, like, half the list that she gave me, I've never heard of because they don't have them here in Maryland, so I was like, "Let's try here." Like, that was the first time I tried McAllister's. I had no idea what this place was. It was amazing. So and there was some noodle shop that I don't know the name of, but it was amazing. I just love trying new stuff. Okay, yeah, my husband gives me a pair of new 2 pair of jammies. This is my favorite one so far this year. You're driving your RV and lots of room for goodies. See? Smart, smart girl, Julie. It's smart. Okay. And I think that is smart, like, having I should have and you know what? I bet if I woulda asked Lauren if I can ship something and I'll pay for it, I bet she would have done it, but I did not think of that. I did not think of that because I'm telling you, you get caught up in meeting your other friends that you met that you've only talked to virtually or you've seen on a live, or just caught up in the whole everybody loves sewing, and it's weird because you feel like, when you're at home, you kind of feel sometimes like you're the only person in the world that sews because there's not people, like, down the street or a lot of people around you that sews, right? Because that's why I think places like Joann's is important and, like, the fact that so many of them are starting to close is worrisome is because even though you may not like Joann's, when you go in there, you know there are people that sew. So it's like being a part of something bigger and you feel comfortable when you're looking through fabric and you look up and you see somebody else looking through fabric and you're like, okay, I'm not alone. There's another sewist out there. Okay, I see you. Um, so when you're there and you um or there you're talking to other people that are bag makers and you may recognize their bags from Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok. You're just like, oh my God, I know your work. Da, da, da. You get so caught up that you might forget simple things. That's why I'm reminding you. Either talk to the host ahead of time. Can you ship things from like, purchase at their store or purchase from another store to your location and make sure it's not an inconvenience. 2, if they say no, bring a check-in bag, or 3, find a local UPS, a FedEx store that you can pack everything up and like, from your hotel room and ship it off because I regret not having that bumblebee fabric. I'm still like and it's almost a year, okay? I think about that fabric all the time, and I'm just hoping that when I go and if they do have it, I'm gonna go live with it, and you'll see why. Julie and Diane are the only 2 people that know. I was like, "I think I want this," and I just kept going back and forth, and I was like, "Oh, we'll have time to come back." Did we? No, we did not, because it's so busy, you're having so much fun, and it was interesting. Also, Lauren's Target was better than mine. They had better natural hair care products. They had, like, rows. Like, my Target has, like, 1 roll, like, that's front and back. They had, like, front and back, front and back. I was like, "What the heck?" So, I was in that section for a while too. I bought some hair products that are not, like, known in my area. Yeah, I'm addicted to hair products. I'm not gonna So, um, yeah, so bring a check-in bag. So, that's that's all I have to say. Oh, yeah, Jess did have some chip box, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, do whatever you gotta do. I think it's really super fun, that you get to meet people. That's the most important part. Whoever goes to the summit, you're gonna be on cloud 9 because you know there's like 90 to 100 people that make bags. That is gonna be cool. Like whether you're taking classes or whether you're like doing bingo and all that stuff like that, you get to meet around like-minded people. I think that's why whenever I did go to So Magical, the reason why I liked it so much and the reason why I think it hit so hard in the community is because there was thousands of people in one place, at some points 500s or hundreds of people, whatever you wanna think, hundreds of thousands of people in one place that all like sewing. Whether it's quilting, bag making, or garment making, we were all together. And that's rare. That's super rare because usually these quilt shows are geared to just like quilters, not even garment makers or bag makers. There's some small shops, like there'll be a By Annie shop or a Sally Tomato shop, and that's it. But like when you see these So Magical, there was like a lot of stuff for bag makers and there's custom fabrics, and then you have brothers, and it was that was the what we were missing out. And then by Lauren creating this summit, she's kind of bringing this back where we can have that at least that one time a year that we all meet each other and we're all like to take a relaxing breath that we're not the oddball out. So and we're all like, okay, we're together, we're birds of a feather. Here we go. And if you had a chance to do it, I'm really happy that you get to do it, and if you didn't, then definitely think about taking an individual class from her. There's a slew full of teachers this year, and every single teacher I would wanna learn from, and it's really cool to be around like-minded people and just hang out with them all day and all weekend. I'm excited too. I had so much fun. When I got to meet Diane and Julie, well, Julie I've met Julie I've met in a couple different times. Julie, I feel like is like a kindred sister, and she went with me and Sandra to Universal Studios, and I feel like when we all can sweat together and secretly stand in line together when it's blazing hot, we have a different relationship. So, but when I got to meet Diane and Julie and everybody, it was crazy. Like, Diane and her husband were like, "Let's go to Texas Steakhouse," and every time I pass one, I smile and I think of her and her husband, and then it's crazy because I never even been to one until they suggested it, and it was, like, the best suggestion, and, like, those memories will always stick with me, and it'll always cherish my heart, and it was fun. It was just straight up fun. I had so much fun at my retreat. I had fun sewing and watching people making the bag and a completing bag, but I also had so much fun just hanging out with people after class and just having a tete-a-tete, having a talk and going to eat and having that fellowship. I think that's important to have in our community. Yeah, that was fun. I had so many butterbeers at Universal Studios. I think when I try to make my own version of them with tea, it's good. It's just like the frozen butterbeers at Universal, like, they need to make it in the frozen section. They just need to franchise that into, like, grocery stores. I'm just saying. Hey, Lynn, I had s l it I gotta say, I had a lot of fun in my class. There was a lot of people that were there from my Patreon, but there was a lot of people I've known in the Facebook world, and it was just super cool. And it was one of the interesting things for me being the teacher I didn't know I was gonna enjoy so much is watching other people's sewing techniques. It is the coolest thing 'cause you'll see a complete bag and you're like, "I wonder how they did that." And, like, watching how people construct their bags slightly different than yours or how they put things on different than yours is wicked cool. I know I probably sound like a nerd right now, but it is really cool. Like, in my class, there were people putting things on a little bit differently, and I would just sit there and watch because I was learning too. So, I don't know. If you get to go to the summit, go. If you get to go to any of these classes that are individual teachers, you should go. It's just being around like-minded minds and just learning, just some fun times. So, I am going to I don't know, I'm gonna wake up my son. I'm probably gonna throw a blanket up on him and then let him sleep in. And, I'm going to probably grab some coffee. I found a different there's 2 different coffee shops that are not Starbucks. There's PJ Coffees that is over by the mall, and there's another one called, oh my god, I think it's like World's Greatest Coffee or something, or Mad World. Ah, I figured it out. Mad World, that's right down the street. So I'm gonna try a new coffee shop other than Starbucks because I've been telling you my Starbucks fiascos and haven't been that best. And walk into one now to see if I should try a different coffee shop so that when I treat myself to a coffee, I could try from a mom and pop shop versus a big chain and go from there. So, oh god, you need to have butterbeer. Like, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to y'all soon, and happy Sunday. Bye.